Hey, this is Kristin from Drive Mode Show, and I'm here with Rob, Director of Product for Jaguar and Land Rover, two of our favorite brands. We have two Land Rovers in our household, so I'm really curious to know about this new Defender. There's a lot of excitement about it, right?
Huge amount of excitement. I think everyone's been waiting for, 23 years in North America?
Yes.
And this is, I think, for me, this is way better than anyone could have ever anticipated the end result we've got on this.
To my untrained eye, it looks very different from the old Defenders.
Definitely.
What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. I think it was one of these, from the outset when everyone started planning a new Defender, it needed to be true to Land Rover's heritage, the heritage of Defender, going all the way back. And it had to be our most capable vehicle. But from there, it's how do we take all that and make it relevant in 2020 and beyond. So that's where I think you'll see a lot of cues from that history. But we weren't totally shackled by that history when trying to develop a new car.
So where did you push the edges?
I think particularly in just trying to make it a far superior car on-road, as well as a car that's way more connected actually than anything else in our lineup currently. So you get all the off-road capability, and when I say get it all, it's more capable than anything we've ever developed or produced in the past. But then you also get those like fantastic on-road manners, and it's fully connected. You can update all of it over the air. It has all the connectivity with CarPlay. It's running 4G for all of the navigation. So you get that balance and that mix of everything that you never would have ever conceived from a Defender in the start. And that's why we say it's a Defender for a new generation.
Right. Now, I'm somebody who likes to read the beginning of a book, skip over the middle, and go to the end, and then go back. So I'm going to start at a weird place. Tell me about the audio.
Yeah.
We like to talk about audio at Drive Mode. Tell us about the audio in the Defender.
I'd love to talk about audio too. All the audio systems, they're developed in collaboration with Meridian. So UK, fantastic speaker and electronics company, and who we've partnered with on most of our other product lines as well. So that's the core of it. And I think it's taken a lot of that audio experience that we already have, in especially Range Rover, and bringing it across into here. And you'll hear along the line, within that from the start to end, there's a lot of connection to Range Rover in this too. The platform's actually an adaptation of Range Rover's platform, which people always think it's wild. It's like you took a $100,000 platform and made a $49,000 vehicle out of it.
Tell me about that platform. What makes it stand out in the market?
The big thing is it's an all aluminum structure, which is a great base for weight and refinement. But then with that, it's a unibody platform, which makes it epically stiff. And with Defender, we wanted to make it even more capable. So one of my favorite pieces that came out of all of this, we actually changed some of our testing procedures. One of them is there's a new 8-inch curb strike test. So take a car, drive 25 miles an hour into an 8-inch curb and over it.
Did you get to try that yourself?
I haven't tried
like
that yet,
test
but I think it's fantastic. The force, it's about 8 tons of force going back into the suspension and the body structure. And Defender, it was designed so that it could take that. So that's just like one of those little pieces of capability that hopefully not too many people are driving over curbs at 25 miles an hour, but it's more than capable to do that.
And you can. That's the thing, right?
Exactly.
The Defender, you can, so you want to test it.
Exactly.
Talk to us about the front. Can we go around the front of the vehicle?
Absolutely. Please.
So this model is the 110. How is this redesigned from the old? Like, tell me about the strategy of it and what's...
So it's totally new. And it's funny, we talk a lot about the shape needed to be instantly a Defender. And one of the pieces that we always talk is like the classic Defender. It's like, it was a shape that a child could draw, right? It's two
That's
boxes.
Right.
2 boxes with round wheels.
But in a beautiful way.
Exactly. And kind of that had to be at the core of this. So I think from the side you saw a bit of that. At the front, like some of the hallmarks back are very much that like very clean slotted grille, which is very different from the rest of the Land Rover lineup on Discovery and Range Rover. Also having those round headlight elements, but they're not totally round, and it's going to new technology with LEDs as well. So there's little touches that connect to the old, But the rest is all very much about being new and kind of giving it better crash protection, better pedestrian safety, being able to package a bigger variety of engines. This one has our straight 6-cylinder engine, which again there with the extra size and thing. But it's really focusing on being able to do it all.
What kind of family do you think wants to buy a Defender?
All kinds. That's the fun part about Defender, and I think why I've been especially so excited. I think everyone likes to look for what's the one type of person that wants a car. This one, what we've seen over and over again is there is no one type. It's everywhere from kind of the biggest off-road enthusiasts that are interested because of everything it's capable of,
Right.
to just like the average driver that never goes beyond parking lots. Because again, it's got so much function and capability in it too, and people like to drive around in fantastic looking cars. So it's kind of that place where it's attracting people from so many different areas that are driving so many different types of vehicles today, which is why it makes it so exciting for us. It's something that just like crosses all boundaries, which for us is something that Defender's always done throughout its life.
Do you want to show us a little of the interior?
Absolutely.
Come on over.
So the interior, another big piece is it was all about, first, is it capable? So you look at the floors, it's a rubberized plastic. Very purposeful in terms of durability again. You can sweep it out, you can wash it out, you don't have to worry about being precious with it. It can take anything you want to throw at it, or anything.
It's like a stained cement floor.
Anything
right?
your family wants to throw at it, it is good to go. You also have things that like really exposing some of the structure. So the dashboard here, this is the actual magnesium cross car beam. So this is like actually structural with the vehicle. And that's where you can pull out the dashboard all you want. Nothing's going to happen. But it's that piece of really connecting with the car itself. Also then gives you like, you can just throw anything you want there. Whether it's phones, if you're off-roading, you can throw kind of walkie-talkies, you can throw tools, whatever you need. Huge bin in the center to do the same. So it was very much one of those things is, one, it needs to be super functional, but then it needs to be modern. So it's off right now, but a completely new touchscreen architecture that it's got wireless charging, full CarPlay and Android Auto, fully connected navigation, but it's also capable of software over the air. So it can update on the go up to 16 different modules in the car. Not just the navigation system, but actually like things related to suspension, powertrain, and the rest of the vehicle as well. So it's one of those, how do you balance again? It needs to be connected to the history and the legacy of Land Rover and Defender, but it needs to be capable of doing all the things people want to do today with their car, in their car, and beyond.
Let's come around and look at the back. Look at
sure.
the cargo area. I noticed that it has the gate type of door.
Absolutely.
Making it a 5-door, right?
Yep.
I'm calling it a 5-door.
Some are calling it a 5-door, some a 4-door. I'd like to call it a 5-door.
Why not?
And then
That's
we've
one
got the
extra
3-door
door.
90 as well. But yeah, another big thing is having that function. Having it as a 5-door, again, here now you got more function, additional storage space. That's there and convenient. This one has the +2 seating. So in this version, you can do up to 7. We also have the regular 5-seat version. And then the really cool one is you can also get a 6-seat version, which is actually 3 in the front and 3 in the second row, with the center jump seat.
Okay.
So it's another one of those old classic, going all the way back, Defender had a front row jump seat bench. So now the new one has that same touch. But again, in a new way, because you fold it down and you have USB ports, you've got cup holders, like all the modern things that people expect, but that classic jump seat design, which is super cool.
Sorry, I was sound distraction. What would you tell an old Defender fan about the new Defender?
So why wouldn't you want a Defender that's even better than anything that the Defender's been before?
Why not?
Exactly.
What safety
Or
features?
keep the old one too and get the new one along with it.
Now there's a good solution. At least have the old one and the new one.
Exactly.
What safety features are standard?
Oh, long list. I think some of the key highlights for us are things like blind spot detection as standard on the vehicle, autonomous emergency braking standard. So we've gone well beyond just the basic traction controls and airbags and anti-lock brake systems and such, into what are some of the other electronic devices that can really help keep you out of trouble before you ever have to get into it or try to get away from it.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
When do they go on sale?
Late spring. So
Late spring.
you only have a couple more months to wait.
We'll be excited to drive it. We can't wait. Thanks for your time today.
No, thank you so much.
Thanks to Rob from Jaguar Land Rover, and thanks for watching.